Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. This week it's Gitz, Necromunda, and Old World Min.
Old World, yeah, not the, what are they called? Empire of Man. Just men.
But first let's start with Short Green, Not Min.
Short green, not men. They are, we say this a lot. It seems like they bank up books and then they just rapid fire them out. Because of the last 5 previews, 4 of them have been either codexes or battletomes.
Yeah.
That is crazy
and how many
to me.
And 3 of them have been army boxes?
Only 2.
2 of them. 2 of them have been army boxes. Still. And this one's the Gitmobz army box.
It is a little sad to only see 9 models in this box, but they are like decent sized models.
They are, although I will be fascinated to see what the price is.
I'm assuming it's going to be like all the other ones, 230.
If it's 230 for 9 models, I predict this will not sell very well.
Yeah, that's
even
fair.
if it is a brand new book. And great models. We've seen them before.
Yeah, they're amazing.
The wolves are astounding looking. These are basically new wolf riders.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, 2 wolf chariots as well. And then the head wolf sun guy.
Oh, the wolf packs are only 3-man units. I thought they were 5-man.
Nope, they are only 3. So they're more like, I mean, seems funny to even say, Varangard equivalent.
Oh my god. That's because there's 2 goblins on the back.
Yep. And then, of course, as we know, the leader just stole the Lumineth rule for sun weapons.
Yeah, which is honestly pretty cool.
As always, this is the first place you can get the new Battletome. Comes with the War Scroll cards as well. Yeah, it'll probably be a couple months between this and the release of the full Battletome, etc., etc. Great-looking models. Don't know how much it costs, though. Low model count army sets don't sell well.
Yeah, they feel rough. Like, sure,
Right.
the value could be there, but like looking at a $200 box and going, it's only 9 models.
Yeah, because I guarantee you that, a box of these Gitz, I mean, I hope they're not Varangard priced, but if they are...
I'm guessing that each one of these things is going to be like $60.
I think that might be low.
You
For
think so?
chariots. Yeah,
That's
and
true.
3 model cavalry, I think you're pushing 60 or 70. So, and that's the problem, is like this is where the GW pricing structure starts to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, mathematically, I'm sure this box is going to be a great deal.
Yeah, it will.
And it's all new sculpts, but looking at it and seeing only 9 models is a kick in the Gitz.
Yes, it is. Also, no Doom Diver Catapult.
Right, which
Sad days.
to be fair, they did the same thing for Krieg, where they locked the coolest stuff is yet to come.
True. Gloomspite Gitz, Gitmob, new book. Sign me up. I mean, don't sign me up because I don't care about Gitz. But anyway.
We'll go now to Underworlds for more Gitz, but not... These are back to the Gloomspite Gitz, because those are actually, jokingly called Sunspite Gitz.
Yeah.
Even though they are under Gloomspite Gitz. These are back to the caves, and they've got a troll.
Yeah, they've got a troll.
It's Borgit's Beast Grabbers.
I love destruction names. I mean, and by love, I mean, But yeah, this is a really interesting box. It has some really funny sculpts. Of course, it's goblins.
Yeah, the two goblins in a squig costume.
Yeah, 2 goblins pretending to be a squig so they don't die.
Pantomime squig, yeah, is amazing.
It's interesting. It's Underworld's models. There's some of the craziest things because they can kind of do whatever they want.
Right.
But yeah, good sculpts.
Yep, I like the troll. I like the pantomime squig, of course.
There's something a little weird, so I'll see if I can find a zoomed in picture, but on the troll's face, it looks like his eyes are in his mouth.
Well, his eyes are below his nose. It's really cool. Someone pointed this out. If you look at him and compare him to like the name trolls, you can see how this is a juvenile troll.
Interesting.
And how they grow into that. Because yeah, it looks like they're protected in his mouth. They're not. They're just in like a weird flap that's underneath their skin.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I wish they would have explained that in any way. But because I saw it and I was like, that looks really weird.
It's storytelling. Visual storytelling.
Yeah, but also regular storytelling is fine. All right, good sculpts. Underworlds. Speaking of Underworlds.
Edge of the Knife Rivals deck.
Yep.
It's a Rivals deck.
New Rivals deck. Flex playstyle. It's balancing victory on a knife's edge, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it if you play Underworlds. Don't if you don't.
Yep.
Nothing too special.
And then a bevy of Necromunda Forge World releases.
Woo. I am gonna post our Necromunda year in review in our in a little corner up here. I wanna. Oh wait. Okay, out there. Because this is like half the models that we were talking about.
Yeah, this is a good chunk. We talked about when we did our year in review that we're looking forward to so many models. Well, here they are.
Yeah, here's most of them.
So first off, we start with the late Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, come on! I would say too soon, but
given how long she lived. House Coiron, Ministorum Delegation.
The guard looked great, and the throne that she's sitting on the like marbling, actually really like that.
Yeah, very well painted.
Yes, well painted.
Yep. So these are the religious noble houses.
Yep.
AKA they're closely connected to Khador. With whom they have a strong allegiance.
And also fire.
Yep.
Great sculpts. All of, as far as I'm aware, all of these are Forge World. The bottom one doesn't say. I already checked. All the other ones
They're
are
all
Forge
Forge
World.
World. They're all Forge World.
These guys look great. Ally am into basically anyone. Khador being primary.
Yep. And then we have the House Tai Onmyodo. I can't pronounce made-up words. We've seen this one before. We both really like Skull Lady, who looks like something out of Cyberpunk. Mm-hmm. And then the Kabuki Theater Mask Lady is weird, but very interesting.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about the twin-headed staff. Looks a little strange. It looks a little clunky. I don't like her outfit as much, but the surprise, samurai chick I like.
Yep.
And are these... Do they have a particular house that they like? It doesn't say.
I cannot remember what Onmyodo
It doesn't say.
Is connected to. It's not, because Ranlo is... Yeah, I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Fair enough.
This might be Delok. I believe this is Delok because they're the Spy Masters.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then we have... This is two different kits. Mm-hmm. The Heretic and Servo Skulls and Cadaver Merchant and Narker.
So yeah, a bunch of hangers on.
So I admit, I did not realize that the Heretic was going to come with all these Servo Skulls. I thought maybe they would be separate kits. Yes. I'm not sad that they do, although it will make it a little more expensive, but not terribly. And then the Cadaver Merchant and Narker, of course. I really like the Narker sculpt.
I like the Narker. She's like kind of whispering. Like I'm making the gesture with my hand when nobody can see me.
Yep.
But yeah, that I like a lot. It's very personality.
I think we should make the Narker the new meme template. Telling people something they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Psst, you don't have to break the game to have fun. But I, of course, really, as I've said, the Heretic is one of my favorites we've seen. Mini Master Blaster here. I'm going to be picking up both of these, I'm sure.
Yeah, these look great. And lastly, not lastly for Necromunda.
No, not lastly.
The Abyssal
we have
Ferryman.
Don't pay the ferryman.
This is my favorite sculpt of the day. The ogre.
Don't even fix a price. Sorry, if you've never listened to Don't Pay the Ferryman by Chris de Burgh, now you have.
That's all of it.
So these are actually named. These are actually Dramatis Personae.
Yes, they are.
Which is a little weird.
They are the Dramatis Personae Ferrymen.
Yes, and as we talked about in our review of that book, they're actually really good rules-wise, because these two are the ones who have the potential to actually follow you into the Underhells.
Yes, that's true. Hellbane and Lugrin.
Yes. As we've talked about, the diving suit Ogrin.
Yeah, he looks sick. No, that's not a diving suit, because diving suits don't look that good.
No, it's an old style diving suit.
But yeah, I love the Ogrin sculpt. I might... that might be my outcast leader.
Yeah.
Make him an Ogrin.
I do like that the first two of these, they specifically called out that you could use these as an outcast gang.
That's true.
It's like they're trying to remind people why you should buy these, even if you don't ever use them in allegiances.
Yeah. This one does not say that it is Forge World, but I'm assuming it is because all the other ones are.
Yeah.
Now, lastly, for Necromunda, one of the coolest sculpts in this game.
Yeah, Servant of the Old Ones. Servant of the Silent Ones, which is a Delok House agent.
Yeah. No, never mind. This is my outcast leader. I just love the hand coming out of him and the blood running down it. Oh my god!
See, I kind of wish it didn't have that, but you know me, I don't love when they put in gore because I this is better than a lot of times. We'll get later to fake blood effects that are bad, but
oh yeah,
I wish it didn't have that.
I hope the hand comes separate.
Yeah.
If the hand you just like stick into the mouth and you just leave it off, that'd be great.
Because I would prefer if it was a mouth where you could like see the blades inside, you know?
Yeah. It's probably why they did that, so they didn't have to sculpt all the blades.
That's fair, but usually they don't shy away from that kind of thing.
That's true.
Either way,
But yeah, this model looks amazing.
all of these are forge rolled, going to be in resin, probably around the $35 to $50 mark for the singles, and up to maybe $60 for some of the duos or the trios, but not always. God, I want all of them, but I'll have to budget and pick which ones I want first.
Yeah, we already have Forge World stuff we're looking at. We haven't got yet.
I can only hope that some of these are at the GW booth at Adepticon, but I won't hold my breath.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. And then to another sub-game, the Old World, the oldest of worlds. The oldest of worlds.
Empire made to order, and this chariot thing is the only model that I like in all of these.
So this is the warwagon, which previously was a giant metal brick of a kit, and now they've redone it. It's resin, and comes with a brand new miniature, or the engineer miniature, who I really do like.
Mm-hmm. He does look very cool.
With his giant sniper rifle.
Again, what were we talking about this one for being a rogue trader?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he'd make a great rogue trader.
Yep. I like that one of these guys in here just has a halberd, just, kind of whack someone who tries to get too close.
Well, the other guy has a catching stick.
Just bonk.
Can you even reach down far enough to catch somebody's neck? I don't know.
You don't see how long the other pole is.
That's true. But yeah, this one I don't mind. This one's kind of nice.
And then we get to all the old metals. So first, we've got the General of the Empire on Griffin, aka the model that predated that brand new plastic model. How does that Griffin hold that guy up? I actually really like the Knight on top.
I like the Knight on top too. They could have picked a better angle for the Griffin.
Yeah, I think this model looks better in person.
Yeah, I believe that.
Although that's true, I love a lot of these models. Then we have the Commander of the Empire on Pegasus, which I do not think looks better in person. Because that
does not hold
that
up.
Horse is just, compare that horse to other horses of this time period, and I don't think it does well.
The wings look so, like, static and...
Yeah. Hey, they were doing the best they could with tin.
Fair enough.
The Standard Bearer, on the other hand, Battle Standard Bearer, I think is okay, although the guy looks a little derpy, but I think that's just him.
Yeah, I think he doesn't look bad. I don't know why he's reminding me of Monty Python.
Because he looks like John Cleese.
He looks like John Cleese.
I will say this is a great way to do metal banners, where it's like integrated into the body of the guy, so it isn't this spindly thing that's going to fall over.
Yeah, where it's like behind his head, so it has an extra connection point.
Right.
Oh, and he's like lifting it up.
Yeah.
Rather than it being like leaning on the ground,
which is interesting. We have the 3 Empire Engineers. I think these hold up okay. I actually kind of like these.
The dude in the back is my favorite. He looks like he has sunglasses on.
I never liked I don't know. Is that a monkey or is that an unfortunate peasant lad?
I believe it is an unfortunate peasant
I think
man.
it is too, and I do love that.
He's like stepping on him.
Yeah, hold still, Jerry. Actually, I quite like these. They're very silly, but quite fun.
They are silly, but they're on the they're leaning more realistic than absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
But they're still funny.
And then these are just the Commanders of the Empire. This is the fake blood I was talking about. But then again, you're trying to do it in metal. What can you do?
Yeah, right.
Some intimidating beard, some really intimidating cod pieces on these guys. I actually like. Yeah. I like these. I wonder if it's all a set or if they're individually. I'm guessing it's a set. It does say a set of Commanders of the Empire.
Yeah, it's probably a set.
But I actually like all these. So if they're not too bad, the problem is that made-to-order metals tend to be really expensive.
Yeah, they are. Especially a multi-kit like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I also just noticed that the mace on the front guy is covered in blood, too.
And he's carrying...
There's not as much blood.
And he's carrying which appears to be a bottle.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about what that is, or that he looks very Scottish.
Oh, what? Just because he has a red mutton chop beard, you say he's Scottish?
Yeah.
All right, and then out of the old world, and then back to something that probably should have come out 2 weeks ago, but I guess didn't.
Yeah, I guess this was delayed, and they didn't bother saying it. They're just like, we'll hold on to it.
Orc War Clans dice. They're green and yellow. They're pretty readable. They're not bad.
Yeah, they're all right. The beginning of the edition, what are they called? The destruction dice were very similar to this.
Yeah.
Green and yellow. They just had the jaws instead of the whole like orc face.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the only other thing I want to kind of point out that we didn't talk about when we talked about the Gitz box up there is that at the very, 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 very bottom, there's an asterisk that says, previous images of this box set showed the Battletome with gold foil. That was a trick of the... That was not true. So basically, they previously showed this Battletome with gold foil, and it doesn't actually have gold foil. I don't care at all. Like, I don't think they're...
Yeah, that's weird.
It's just, how does that happen? Did you make one with gold foil and then the rest, and then the print factory went, hey, we ran out of gold foil. So
we're just gonna not do that.
Was your proof copy in gold foil? Did somebody Photoshop on gold foil? Like, I don't actually particularly like gold foil.
Yeah, that's fair.
But how does that happen?
I have no idea. Yeah, I noticed that when I read through this the first time. I was like, that's a weird thing to mess up.
Right. That's a weird thing to go backsies on. But anyway. So, all of this going up for pre-order next Saturday, which will be the Chex Notes...
The
1st, February the 1st, of the shortest month of the year. I am going to have to restrain myself from buying a stupid amount of Necromunda.
Yeah, same.
Because I want a lot of this. If I have to pick one, I'm getting the Heretic.
Really? Yeah. That's. I mean, you did say that was your favorite one.
Yep.
If I have to pick one, I might get the Ogren one.
Yeah.
The one with the Ogren and the Dudeski.
Yep. Hey, you could also use the Cadaver Merchant as a second Ogren. I know he either is one or just looks like one.
Yeah, he might just be a big boy. Go down to him.
But otherwise, all this coming out, we'll let you know as we see more this week. Of course, we're eagerly awaiting the full Imperial Guard release, and you'll get quite a hullabaloo from us when that happens. But that's it from us this Sunday, and until next time.
Bye-bye.